Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Fish.
And I'm Brandon Price.
And this is Fish
or Price Ranch.
Alright guys, so we started something yesterday and it's officially breeding season. We went ahead and moved Wrecker in with his 3 girls. He's the only one that we can actually put into a breeding pen, and the others we're just kind of walking into the doe pen and waiting to see who goes into heat, and then we'll get those bred. So anyway, let me show you guys who he has. Alright, here are the goats. Here's Wrecker. And if you guys remember, back in April we bred 7 does, and when we checked them for pregnancy it said that they were not pregnant. Well, quite a few of those are looking really fat. Sabrina's one of them, and she hasn't shown any signs of heat, but we went ahead and put her back with Wrecker again just in case. Hey buddy. And so anyway, we're going to keep them in here. But Wrecker's only getting 3 girls this year, so he got Snickerdoodle, who is one of our homegrown does. If you guys remember Trinidad, that is her mother. And she is out of Charlie. And then we have our new goat, Black Gold, who we also call Goldie. And she's in here with Wrecker. And then we have Sabrina. So those are the only 3 girls he's getting this year. So the rest of them I'll show you real quick. Get down. Alright, so this big boy is Charlie. He is the father of Snickerdoodle. If you guys remember Charleston Chew, back before we sold him, he was just a little guy, and now he's a beast. Hey, get down. Thank you. There's Joe. And then we've got Bazooka, who's getting a couple of girls this year. We have Onyx behind him, who's getting a few girls. And then Charlie's getting the most girls this year. And then Bingo back there, unfortunately, doesn't get anybody this year. But Bingo belongs to our friend, and so does Charlie. So these are the boys. There's the pups. Hi, guys. I can't believe they're still shedding. It's been so hot, but now we're into monsoon season. We've been getting lots of clouds. We actually have a storm going on right over there. And we're kind of surrounded by clouds right now. But we've actually been getting a really nice monsoon season this year. It was very much needed. It's been quite a while since we've had good moisture. So it's really nice to have it. And it's cooled off quite a bit. Well, here's the doe herd. Everybody's doing really good. So we've been taking one of the bucks, we just kind of pick whichever one we get a hold of, and bringing him in on a leash. And we're working on him to kind of get the girls going into heat. They'll just come in and flirt with the girls, and the smell of them and everything will get the girls to start going into heat. So anyway, the only one so far that's gone into heat in here is not even our goat, it's Lucy. She was one of ours, if you guys remember her. She's out of Bonnie right there. But we sold her to our friends Dave and Marlena. So she's gone into heat. She's been bred by Onyx. But so far nobody else has really gone into heat yet. So every day we just bring a buck in on a leash so we can control what goes on. And hopefully these girls will all start going into heat here in the next week or so. So a quick update on the twins. There went Spruce, and here is his brother Cypress. They're growing out really well. Hi, bud. And once they're weaned, we'll be selling these guys. So if anybody's interested, they're New Zealand's. And then, oh, hi Primrose. If everybody remembers Primrose, she's out of Bazooka and Dippin' Dot. She is our beast of a girl, as you all can see. She's a really, really nice doe that we retained. Actually, this doe next to her, they're almost the same size. And she was born in January, and she was born in March. So this girl's going to be nice, beefy. So Bazooka's been producing some really good kids for us. And then our other kid that was born in the middle of summer is Bruce. If you guys remember him, he's out of Marcella and Wrecker, and he's going to be our pack goat that we're keeping. He just turned 30 days a couple of days ago, and he is 30.5 pounds. He is a beast. Bruce! Bruce! What you doing, bud? Here he is. Bruce! Where you going? He's super friendly. He's just following his mama right now. But he's a big boy. Got another nice storm out there. So I just want to give you guys a quick update on what's been going on the farm. And then, of course, our other place, our property that we own, we're still putting in T-post. Brandon has put in about almost 900 T-posts. We've had a few volunteers come out, some missionaries that have helped put in some. They've only been able to give us a couple of hours of work, but it was nice to have the help. So now, oh, sorry guys, Zara wants to say hi. Hi Zara, how you doing? Oh, how you doing, baby? You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, good girl. So anyway, on the T-posts we've been just putting all of them in kind of where they go. Haven't been pounding them all the way into the 4-foot mark, but that's what we're going to use. Our post driver that we got, the gas powered one, we're going to be using that hopefully by tomorrow, but we'll give you guys some updated footage of that when we head over there in just a little bit. Well, we're at the property here. Well, almost. You can start to see it up the hill there. You can see all the posts are in the ground. So we've got I should say more Brandon, but he's got all the posts in on the back side. The far side you guys have already seen, and then we're coming up. As soon as you go through this fence here, this is where our property starts. So this is the start of our property. You can see all the T-posts that are in. So because of the big wash that cuts through this little corner of our property, we decided to fence off this section. This will be kind of our quarantine area, since we have the gap of the, it's about a 20-foot wash or so. And so anyway, that's kind of our separation. So that we'll use that as a quarantine pen. You can see we've been getting quite a bit of rain out here. It's been flooding. The wash hasn't really fully ran yet, which I guess is kind of a good thing with all the rain we've been getting. But anyway, you can see all the T-posts along the back there. It goes up and over the hill. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that one post right there. That's going to be one of the cross fences. You can see the other post right there. That's one of the cross fences for the doe pen. Unfortunately, because of all the washes right in here, we have some tractor work to do. So we can't fence this bottom corner yet until we get that fixed, and then we can put the fencing over it. You can see another wash there. But we've got T-post in from here all the way up to the corner. So we'll be able to fence quite a bit of the property. So we're going to do the cross fence for the does and the cross fence for the bucks, which I'll show you that in a minute. And then that'll at least give us probably half of our property will be fully fenced to get the cows out of it. And then this part down here will be fenced at a point, but the cows will still kind of be able to get in there, the free range cows. So we're going to leave this section open to fix this big canyon that we have, but we're going to be able to fence to right here. So that whole section will stay open that we just drove, but from here over will be fenced. And then the Bucks Cross fence, if you guys can see that, is right almost to the top of that hill. You guys can see all the posts. So that'll be our other cross fence, and that'll get us, the whole other side of those fencing will be where we'll live until we can get the tractor. Tractor should be up and going here hopefully in a week. but all these posts are in. And then here's our other corner that we're coming up on. So here's our corner. And then it goes all the way up and over that hill and down the other side. And we've got a little wash right here that we'll have to fix. Kind of hit that a little bit. But here's the buck cross fence. Goes up and over the hill. So the T-posts keep going over the hill and just down at the bottom there, you guys can kind of see, probably ends right before that tree there. And then this is our driveway where it's gonna go, and then Brandon's already done, this is the cross fencing for the chickens all the way down. This is where our driveway is going to go. It's going to be a horseshoe driveway all the way down here. So we've already been starting to drive it. And this is where it'll go. It's going to go right along the chicken pen. And then we'll have a pig pen. There's Brandon working. He's such a hard worker. And then, so he's doing the cross fencing for the pigs. And then you guys can see more fencing over here. This is the other cross fencing for the does, and it goes over like that. So we're working on this fence line all the way up, and you guys can see this fence line here. So this section is going to be for our pigs when we get them. This section on this side will be split in half, and you can see it goes all the way over there to our driveway, up over the excuse me, the trees. And this will be for our over 200 chickens. And then on the other side of that fence, all the way up over the hill, all the way to the road on the other side, is going to be for our does. And then that bottom corner will be for our bucks. But temporarily to get over here, because we don't have chigs or pickens. Pigs or chickens, we're going to put the weaning bucks in here. And our wethers, we'll put the bucks on this side. And then we'll obviously put the does where they go. So here's the top of the pig pen. And then it connects with the doe pen. Our driveway is going to continue down this way. Our house is going to be over here in the trees. So we're going to put the courtyard for the does right over here with their barn. Alright, so this pole here will connect to that one over there. And then it will go to that pole over there and connect right over here. So that'll kind of be where we're going to keep the does, where we're going to catch them, all that stuff. And we'll have their barn in here so we can do our goat roundups and everything. And then off of the courtyard is we'll have gates, which will go out into each pasture. We're going to separate all the hills and everything into 5 pastures. So there'll be about 4 acre pastures. So we'll be able to rotate them. We're going to be planting grass out here. The soil is really nice. The free range cows have just been in here and eaten everything. But as you guys can see with the rain we're getting, there's actually more vegetation that's starting to pop up. So I figure if we throw seed out here, it should really grow in nice. And then of course using the goat manure. And then at the top of the hill there, you can kind of see more posts. That's where the weaning boys will go. That'll be the first fence. It'll drop down the other side down to the road, and it'll just be 100 feet all the way down. And then the other side will be over here will be the bucks. But we just can't do that yet until we get the wash fixed down below. Well, that's kind of our update for right now. We're just working on putting more T-posts in the ground. What Brandon's done is he's just set them in the ground. He's only hammered them a couple of times each just to get them set where they're going to go. And then we got our gas-powered T-post driver that we got in the mail. So we'll be using that hopefully by tomorrow. See how that works. Hopefully it'll go really fast and we can get them all the way in. Then we just got to do some welding on the corners and our A-frames every 100 feet, and we have to concrete our corners and A-frames. And then after that, we can start stringing fence. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.